Welcome to Beyond the Mainstream. I'm your host, Dan Politano. I hope everyone's having a great day today. Spend some time in the afterglow of a sleeping city and you may just pick up on the threads that Ben Rowley has spun into Super Pyramid. Alongside a network of collaborators, Ben has distilled into a full-length LP the music that has been flowing through him since he moved from Vancouver to Montreal at the end of a cross-Canada tour. I'm going to play two songs by Super Pyramid. The first one is Better Angels and the next one is Dead in the Water. Welcome to the Dad Life Podcast, where I talk about the highs, the lows, and everything in between about being a single dad. Whether you're navigating school drop-offs, dealing with teenage drama, or just trying to make time for yourself, this is a place for you. I get it. Life as a single dad can be tough. Juggling work, kids, and your own sanity can feel like a never-ending balancing act. But here's the thing. You're not alone. On the Dad Life Podcast, I share personal stories, lessons learned, and tips on how to manage everything from parenting challenges to finding time for yourself. We'll talk about real-life stuff that doesn't get sugar-coated because we all know there's no manual for this gig. Plus, we're building a community of dads who get it, who've been there, and who can help lift each other up when times get hard. So if you're looking for some support, a few laughs, and maybe a new way to approach single parenthood, hit that subscribe button and join me every week for a new episode of the Dad Life Podcast.
Never used to see the writing on the wall. Run the
Those last two songs were Super Pyramid from Montreal. A Sea of Gold and Burgundy is a group of 3 songwriters and multi-instrumentalists based out of Niagara Falls, Ontario. They've written on and released nearly 20 albums. They have reunited after over a decade apart. In the long pandemic shutdown, the group rediscovered a sense of the magic and the joy that made them want to form the band in the first place. This is A Sea of Gold and Burgundy with We Shall Rise to This.
Cyclone Pam hits Vanuatu like a freight train. Waves are formed from whispers as we watch our planet change. Songs that sing themselves go rattling in my brain to take the daily misery that pours right from the drains. We shall rise to this. We shall rise to this. As we watch our liberty get tied up and restrained, it is profit over people as the order of the day. How long will we watch as our mother writhes in pain, as the corporate aristocracy lets blood out of her veins? We shall rise to this. We shall rise to this. I believe that we shall rise to this. We shall rise to this. 'Cause we've never been the kind who are short on good ideas, and we've never been the kind to shy down from challenges. So let's put our hearts together for our children and our future. And let's put our hearts together for the children and the future. We shall rise to this. We shall rise to this. I believe that we shall rise to this. As the water rises. We shall rise to this. I believe that we shall rise to this. As the water rises. We shall rise to this. As the water rises. As the water rises. As the water rises. We shall rise to this.
You're listening to Beyond the Mainstream with Dan Politano.
Give it to me, I don't waste my
Thank you so much for tuning into this edition of Earshot Daily. I'm your host, Dan Politano, and that last one was mine called Innocence, Arose. That's from my first album in 2005 called Staring with My Eyes Closed. If you'd like more information on me, you can visit me online at danpolitano.com. I also host the Dad Life podcast, which is available on all streaming platforms, and a new one called Beyond the Mainstream that's available on YouTube. Combine the Victorious lives in Vancouver, BC, and writes music that is inspired by 90s trip-hop meets alternative rock. Mark Henning was a founding member of the band Pure, while Isabel Dunlop has previously recorded and toured with Sex with Strangers. The two have been joined by longtime guitarist Daniel Clement. The three have begun writing a full-length album with the intention of touring the Western world in support. The song is called Monsoon Afternoon. Beyond the Mainstream.
As you lay dying in your hospital bed, you told me to make the most of my holiday. And so I told you as soon as I got back, I'd come to see you again, but it was too late. I left my soul in Nottingham the last time things were good, the last time things felt right. I left my soul in Nottingham where things were bright. I felt your presence as Jake Bug sang, asking if there's more to love than just suffering. When I got home, nothing felt the same. You were always the one I called to numb any pain. I left my soul in Nottingham the last time things were good, the last time things felt right. I left my soul in Nottingham, there things were bright. I'll be back again to visit the piece of my soul that's now so far away. I'll be back again, Nottingham awaits. Nottingham awaits. I left my soul in Nottingham the last time things were good, the last time things felt right. I left my soul in Nottingham, there things were bright. There things were bright. There things were bright. I left my soul in Nottingham.
The last one was Nottingham by Nate Sheridan. I got time for one more song. TeethOut is a new skate punk band from Charlottetown, PEI, formed in 2024. Made up of very middle-aged men trying to do things like they were 30 again. Inspired by the 90s punk sound, they bring an energetic style and catchy melodies that are sure to grab attention. The song is off their album Brittle but Elite. It's called To the End.
What is the word for time spent in the days so full of regret? Life felt so simple from the moment that we had met. Lost all control, I'm caught in the trap. Truly alone until you came back. Meant what I said, but the echo still
Thank you so much for tuning into this edition of Beyond the Mainstream. I'm your host, Dan Politano. If you'd like to get a song featured on the show, email me at beyondthemainstreamshow@gmail.com. I'll see you next time.